Hey everybody, so welcome back to Basic Level Gaming. Today we are going to look at alchemy and herbalism a bit. That's primarily our whole focus today. We do a little bit of fighting, but it's mostly just incidental. I talk a little bit about how leveling up professions works and things like that. So definitely, hopefully you'll stick with us and join us on our next video as well on Wednesday. So let's go ahead and jump right in and get started, and we'll talk to you at the end. Alright, so we are going to pick back up with our Night Elf Druid here. We just moved into a new area. It's like oh no, wait. I did come to Stormwind. So the plan was on Saturday, I was going to run through and just do some quick herb gathering for alchemy, and I learned something interesting. So with the changes with Chromie time, even though I am not still in Pandaria, where we're doing the quests, the mobs are still my level. So I didn't really expect that. So I decided that we'll do the gathering together because it is going to involve killing mobs my level, which means that I'm going to gain experience and possibly level up. So I didn't want to do that without being on here, because that was kind of the whole premise of the playthrough, was that we're gonna go through it all together, and I'm not gonna do a bunch of stuff and then only show the best plays and things like that. I wanted to be able to show even the mistakes and the things that happen. So we're just gonna do some gathering today. But like you can see, this guy's normally like level 5 before all the changes, and now he's like level 37. So I just felt like it was best to go ahead and do it while we work together. So ultimately what my goal is, I looked at a couple of charts for what to collect for alchemy, and that said that I wanted approximately 59 peace bloom and silver leaf. So that's what I'm collecting here in this particular zone, because this is normally like the entry level zone, so it's the one that's got these entry level regions that I want. So actually it looks like I'm gonna get away without fighting too many people, but I'm sure that's gonna change. I don't think we need it. So up inside that little area over there is going to be like the very, very brand new starting area, or at least what used to be the starting area for humans. So I don't think we need to go up in there, because I don't think there's any herbs up in there, because you don't normally get to pick herbalism until you get out of that area. So really?
I don't have a target.
I'm also not very excited about these little things. If you know anything about World of Warcraft, you've probably heard of murlocs, and they're a pain. They're very aggressive. They'll pull from pretty far away, and they're pretty mean. They're pretty hard to kill a lot of times, and they also, some of them will run. So we've talked before about when they run, they pick up a whole bunch of new bad guys for you to deal with. So, and of course, we don't want that. And that other herb that I picked, I don't know if you caught it, but I did pick up an earth root. And those are used in a lot of the early potions. Here's another one. They used to be anyway a little less common. They weren't like the really rare ones that are hard to get, but they were a little less common. So they were kind of, when you saw one, you were like, awesome. But and right now I'm going to pick anything I see anyway until we're at about our 59. Probably get a few extra just in case those numbers are a little old or something. These little gnolls can be a pain too because some of them run as well. Most of them do, I believe. So that's kind of annoying. And you'll see I don't have to change out of flight form, but I do have to make sure that I am touching the ground. Otherwise it'll give me that message it just did where it says you are flying, and then it won't let me actually pick the herb. But then all I have to do is just jump and I'm right back in the air and ready to go. So there's another one. And some of these that are way up in areas like this, if you're not higher level and you're trying to do it when you're not able to fly yet, it's kind of annoying because you're like having to find the exact path that'll get you up there, because a lot of times you just have to run up the mountain in the right way, and it just doesn't always work the best. He almost got me. Well, it looks like there's less fighting than I expected. Like I said, when I saw they were all level 37, I expected I was going to have to do a lot of killing. But there it is. And I'm going to grab something here real quick. There it is. So it looks like I want... Oh, I don't even need to worry about Earthroot. I mean, I'll still pick it because I get a little bit of experience, but it looks like I really... the next one I need after Peace Bloom and Silverleaf is going to be Briarthorn, so... which we'll have to, I believe, go to a whole new area for that. But we still got a ways to go on this stuff here. And you can get special bags, too, that are for each of the profession, or the gathering professions. And they hold more, but you can only put specific items to that profession in it. So you can't put, just some drop you pick up. So you're kind of giving a whole bag away, but to be honest, with herbalism, if you're picking it up as you go, you're probably going to have enough to fill a bag anyway, because there's so many different kinds of herbs. So we'll probably get a hold of one of those here before too long. We got all kinds of them here. Lots of dots. And you'll see sometimes, like there, I got 3 earth root from one. Did I get it? I did. If they hit you when you're starting the process before you actually complete your little picking bar, usually it'll interrupt you like it did earlier on me. But if you can get it to where it actually opens up already, then usually it'll leave you alone. I flew right over one. Must have been on the back side of that tree. I'll go back and grab it. And it looks like it's kind of interesting. I don't remember that it did it before, but it probably did. As soon as you get off the ground, they disengage. Whereas normally if you're running away, they don't disengage for a little while. They keep following you. But apparently, if you get up in the air, they don't even bother because they can't fly, of course. So. Also, I saw that there was supposed to be a patch this morning, so I didn't even try to log on until... Nope, I'm gonna have to fight him. Until after 11, but now I see there's a patch tomorrow, so... And I didn't find any patch notes. So I don't know if they just changed it or... Oh. Can't fly if I'm not in flight form. There's actually a dungeon here in the human area that you used to do. I mean, really, you could do it by your mid-20s or early 20s even, if you had the right group. But I don't think I think they changed it. I remember reading something that they changed it to being a higher level dungeon anyway at some point. So I'm not sure if it's still there as a low level, but even if it was, since everything adjusts to our level now, apparently, I think that would be a pretty tough dungeon to go through, honestly. It was tough when it was a lower level dungeon, you know, so you throw in that they get a lot more, you know, health and damage and stuff. Just seems like it'd be tough. But I keep hoping we're going to get a chance to do some dungeon stuff or get some quests to go into a dungeon, but I still haven't seen anything at all. our experience went down on the earth route, so it must be because we're starting to get a little bit of experience on our, or a little bit of level on our herb skill, so. Interesting, there's a daily quest there. There used to be this little quest line here, and I'm sure it's still here, that you had to like, it was kind of like a Romeo Juliet storyline where they star-crossed lovers and they're forbidden to see each other and all that good stuff. Yeah, there it is. It's one of those two right there. I'm gonna have to fight him probably. No? He thought about it. I heard him come after me. And this area back here had a nice, it was kind of like the last quest for this area. You had to kill a named mob named Hogger. I don't see him in here. He's normally right in here. So maybe now with the changes he only spawns if you have the quest, because a lot of stuff's like that now. Because yeah, he'd be, I think we'd have seen him by now. Oh, not that it matters. I don't want to go over there because I don't want to go into the next zone yet. Yeah, there's the quest for him, I think. I've just about made one lap around the area. I really should have went ahead and done it. I just thought there'd be more fighting with everything being my level. Where are you at? Oh, there you are. There it is. Interesting. Now I gotta check it. I'm curious. I've never seen something like that. I'll have to look into what exactly that is and or does. Because that one said it was something about being able to recruit troops. I don't even know what I would be recruiting troops for. Get out of the tree. There it is. so that's officially a loop. I want to see how much I got out of it. I got 30, so really, realistically, one more loop, maybe even a tiny bit more, just depending on our luck, but not too bad. And that was 22 minutes, so we'll have this area finished today for sure. And then we'll probably just do some more killing next time, and I'll try to work my way, work in some herbs at some point this week or from there, because there's not really a point in doing all of this on our main videos. This might be a pretty big fight here. Nope, I got out of it. Probably gonna have to run by the Herbalism trainer anyway by the time we're done here today, because you can only, I think I can only go to 75 right now.
I'm out of range.
I just want to double check that. Yeah. Oh no, I can go all the way up to 300 right now. And then I still haven't really understood. If you know a little bit more, if you happen to have looked at the information or anything like that, about how it now looks like you have your skill for like herbalism or whatever, your profession, for where the zone you're in specifically, like that area. So like on our thing we have listed Pandaria Herbalism, because that's where I originally learned the skill. And then I've got regular herbalism as well. So I'm just not really. So like the Pandaria Herbalism only comes into play when you're in Pandaria, I would guess. But then, I don't know. It just seems like a weird way to do it instead of just having it be you have your skill. It used to be just if you had Herbalism, you had Herbalism. So anyway, if you know a little bit more about how that works or whatever, please leave a comment and kind of just let me know. Or if you have a good resource for it, because I'm just curious at this point, honestly, to see how that exactly works. Oh, that's a unique. I don't know. I haven't had good luck with those so far. I don't know why. But they've tended to kick my butt. I don't think I've ever seen that one, though. That's a new one. And I mean, I used to play humans all the time. I played this area a lot. So either it's new or just I've never managed to run into it somehow. And that'll happen with those named mobs. If you're not in that area for a very long time, or specifically looking for that, it's real easy to just never even see them. So kind of want to fight it, but like I said, I haven't had good luck so far. Oh, missed one. We're gonna have to fight for it. We're up to 61 on our skills, so. But it did say we had already all the way up to like 600 on vanilla, which all of the original world area, so like all of this and like where the night elves are and anything that was part of like the original WoW that came out, and even maybe a little bit that's been added too, but it's all considered vanilla. And it's all kind of grouped into one thing. So, if you're looking though at like any of the expansion content, then you have to apparently have, like I said, like the specific skill for that expansion. Which I guess is one way to make sure everybody goes to all the expansions, I guess. Especially if they're like me and completionists. I mean, I will definitely have to go do that at some point. There we go. I thought I saw one more towards the inside, but it's not coming up now, so I must not have. Oh, we got a level. And we picked up Rake, which is actually very relevant. I believe that's going to replace our base attack. Where'd it go? Right, here we go. Oh wait, that's the same. Yeah, actually never mind. That's the one we were using. However, having an upgrade to it is good too. Because I felt like there was another one that replaces like our base main attack that also does more damage or does more bleed, but that wasn't it. I think we're gonna have to fight these bears, or at least one of them. Oh, no. Sometimes I hate these trees because you have to get in just the right position to be able to see where you're at or what you're trying to do. How are we doing? Oh, we got 50. We're not doing as good on Peace Bloom. We've got lots of Silver Leaf. And I could have probably just went to the auction house, which we really haven't talked about the auction house at all. The auction house is like it sounds. Basically, you can put stuff that you've got up on auction as long as it's not soulbound, which means that you can't trade it. But if it's tradable, then you can put it up on the auction and people will bid on it and buy it. Or you can set it at a kind of like a regular internet auction where you can do like a buy now. And the big advantage of that is, like, sometimes people just don't want to take the time to go around collecting like herbs, and so you can sell your herbs that you collected and make some money for them. But a lot of times, like these really low level stuff, I mean, they don't sell for anything of value or, you know, anything of note. So if you're trying to raise like alchemy, I could buy a couple stacks of these low level herbs for practically nothing if they're up there. I didn't bother with that because I needed to level the skill anyway, so I might as well be out here doing it, you know. But it's definitely something that later on, especially when you get to some of the more rare herbs, it can be super useful. So about 40 Peace Bloom. So far, which is my one that's lagging. There's another one. What's this one down there? Oh, that's another Peace Bloom down there too, so that's good. Wait. Oh, there's a silver leaf right here I'm gonna grab too. Where'd he go? I just saw him. There he is. Oops. So we made it to 75 Herbalism, which that used to be the point where you had to go and train, but it appears that I don't have to worry about that. We're at 57. So I only need a couple more silver leaf. But I'm still short on Peace Bloom. There's a Peace Bloom. Now, I was going to point this out. So if you see where a mouse over it, down in the lower right-hand corner, you'll see that it says Peace Bloom. And you'll see where it says Herbalism. That's what you need to pick it, so which we have. But you'll see that it's green. And if it's green, that means that you still can gain skill from it, but it's a lot lower chance. It's a very low chance. The next one up is orange, and that means that you are most likely going to gain a skill. And if it's red, then you can't even pick it. You don't have the skill needed to pick it. There's also gray. And if it's gray, then you don't get any skill at all. Like, it's not possible to gain skill off of gray usually. Sometimes you'll be like right on the edge of the skill and be able to pick it or get a skill if it's gray. I've seen it happen, but not usually. So we've got all the silver leaf we should need. I'm just hoping we'll find a few more peace bloom. We need 9 more. At least from the little guide thing that I found. But I also don't know if it's current or not. You know, it could be a little old too. So I don't want silverleaf, I want peace bloom. When you're trying to find a specific like herb or whatever, it is so frustrating sometimes because you'll see everything except that. You'll see stuff that you normally are like, man, I wish I could find that, and you can't ever see it, but then when you're not looking for it, it's like it's all over the place. Well, we made a second loop. Oh, but we made that loop a lot faster. We still got plenty of time. And what we'll do is we'll go ahead, once I have this, we'll go ahead and go in and make the potions, so that way we can kind of go over that a little bit, like what that process looks like and how it works. And then we'll probably call it a day. There it is. Oh, I skipped one. Between orange and green, there's yellow as well. And yellow is kind of between the two. It's like, it's likely you'll gain a skill, but not as likely as if you're pulling orange. So I saw another one out here, which could easily be peace bloom, maybe. Nope, it's gonna be silverleaf. Yep. A lot of times when you're looking at these particular herbs, if it's right around a tree, it's probably silverleaf. We're gonna have to fight these guys. Yeah. No, stop it. I hate when it does that.
I need to get closer.
There. Alright. Let's get out of here. Now we're going to have to find another one. I really thought these guys used to run, but he didn't go anywhere. Come on, herbs. Where you at? Specifically Peace Bloom. There it is. Pretty much up in the terrain up there. Oh. Guess I got too close. Pretty much up in the terrain, it's always going to be earth root, so I'm kind of staying a little bit further towards the middle here. Oh, it's another silver leaf. That wolf's going to get me. Oh, but I was able to get it first. Another silver leaf. And we're going to have to fight. And we're going to have to fight a wolf too. Let's see, I still need 8 more. I haven't gotten hardly any Peace Bloom this time around. I typically get a lot more down on the southern part, but if I skipped this area, of course, then this is where they'd all be. Can't resist the draw of the yellow dot, even if I don't need it. I'm still getting decent gains, though, off the earth root, so it's still worth... Where'd it go? There was one. There it is. It sits around there. There we go. Oh, there's a little flight master here. I should grab him. I can't imagine I'll ever need him, but you never know. Come on, herbs. There's a Peace Bloom. And it had 2 in it. There's another one down there too. Three. Almost there. That one's silver leaf. think I only need like 4 more, 3 more. So possibly only one more little plant. There's a peace bloom. I'm gonna have to fight for it. That's alright though. I need one more. And there it is. With 2 to spare. Alright, so let's head back into town. What I just did, I know you can't see that because it doesn't say anything on the screen, but one of the things that is really helpful when you're just traveling a long distance or whatever is to use auto run. So right now I have it to where I'm not hitting anything on the keyboard to move forward. I can still steer, left and right, things like that, but I'm not having to constantly hold the forward movement button. That defaults to the numlock key, which at first I was like, I need to change that because I want my numlock on in case I have to type numbers or whatever. But what I figured out is I can hit it, and then all you have to do to stop the auto run is hit any of your movement controls. So like the WASD or whatever. So I just hit it, move, and then hit it again to turn it back on, and that way my numlock is on, but I'm also auto running. So just a little trick that I had. But you can also rebind it to some other key too. You don't have to have it as the numlock key. That's just what it defaults to. So the Herbalism trainer, I believe I recorded when I went to him to begin with, is over here in the Mage Quarter. Stormwind's kind of broke into little sections. So here's my Herbalism trainer, but there's not anything I need to do because apparently you automatically get all the base ones. But what I'm really here for is here's the Alchemy needs shop, and that's going to have my supplies and the Alchemy trainer as well. So right now I just have the base Alchemy. So you'll see here's how the Alchemy is. I've got several potions that I can make here. One of the things you'll see when I look at any of them is I need these vials. Now these are the higher, and these are Cataclysm potions. I don't need those. I'm not anywhere near that. So this is just the basic ones here in Alchemy. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off by making, if I could click the right thing, these minor healing potions. And that's kind of twofold why I'm going to do that. One, I have the ingredients for it. It's kind of one of the things we were working on. But also on the next batch, we're going to make the next level of healing potion, and it uses minor healing potions as one of the ingredients. So we want to have a bunch of those in our inventory. So now you can kind of make this go a lot faster by hitting either a number. So like I'm going to show you, I'm going to make 20. of these potions and hit create, and you'll see it just keeps going over and over again until it makes the 20. And you'll see over here on the right, it's kind of covered up by the shop, but I'm gaining my alchemy skill every time I make it. So, and it kind of follows the same pattern of like the herbs do. So right now they're orange, so I'm going to get a skill pretty much every time. Not that it won't ever happen that I don't, but pretty much every time I will. And so you want to, unless it's like some complicated, hard to get ingredient, you want to make orange potions in order to gain the most out of your skills. Now, if it's a rare ingredient or something like that that's kind of a pain to get, or there's a potion that you'll actually use, if you're going to use it, then you want to make it, of course, because why not? So just kind of something to keep an eye on. And really my goal is to get to 60 right now. So that's what we're working on. Because at 60 we get the next one that we're going to make. And we're almost there. And see, you'll see now it just changed to yellow. So now I'm still going to get skill, but not as much. So, and you'll see I got to 61, so that's kind of where we wanted to hit. And now you'll see we have some new stuff that we can learn here, new recipes. So we're going to go ahead and learn all of these. And that lesser healing potion is what we really wanted. So let me pull that up. So you'll see now this needs those minor healing potions we just made plus Briarthorn. So that's the next thing we're going to go after. And we're not going to go after it today, but that is just kind of where we're at. Let me sell. I think I picked up some junk off of some of these. And I'm going to get rid of some of this food too, because I'm not going to do anything with that. I'll keep this because I am going to work on cooking, and of course with my whole perfectionist thing, I'm going to want to learn that recipe, so I'll keep that, of course. And I always keep my gems. They're used in a lot of different things. I kind of don't think I'll need them in alchemy at all, but they still can have good use as far as selling. So something we still want to keep. So I'm going to head over to, oh, you know what, there's not even a point. Let me just use my Hearthstone. That makes more sense. Because it's already set here in Stormwind. And that way we're gaining some rest XP while we're chilling. Alright, so that's going to be where we're at today. We'll probably on Wednesday go ahead and head back out to Pandaria and work on doing some quests out there. We still did get actually a fair amount of experience today just picking herbs, because it wasn't much from killing, a little bit, but mostly it was just from the herbs. So, but we will pick back up on Wednesday. Thank you. Alright, so there you have it. We did get our alchemy leveled up, at least through the very basic stuff, creating those minor healing potions. And I'm going to work on getting some herbs together so we can work on just a video that's just doing alchemy instead of all the running around. I really expected, when I saw that they were our same level, to have to do a lot more fighting than we did, but because of flight form and everything, we really were able to avoid most of the fighting. I mean, we had a few fights, but nothing major. We did still gain our level, so that's good. And next time we are going to go back to Pandaria. I think we were in that new zone. It's like Karasong or something like that. And we will work on those quests, work on getting at least a level 40, hopefully even more. And then, like I said, I will work on finding some time to get some herbalism done, get some ingredients picked for going through the next set of our alchemy, and maybe we'll do something where we do the alchemy for like the last 10 minutes or something like that each time, if I can get the herbs together. So we'll just kind of see how that plays out. But for now, I definitely appreciate you joining us. Hopefully you learned a little bit at least about the professions. And we will be back on Wednesday. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications. And also, if you have any comments for us, by all means, leave them down below. We'd love to hear from you. And we will see you later. Have a great day.